Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to build your personal survival guide for the 5-day fasting mimicking diet. Seriously, we're talking about giving you everything you need to feel confident and absolutely crush this thing, from day one all the way to the finish line.
All right, so you're thinking about doing the FMD, but there's that little voice in your head, right? The one that's whispering, can I actually do this? What if I can't finish? Well, if you're worried about making it all 5 days, you're in the right place. We're going to tackle that fear head-on right now.
Look, feeling a little nervous is totally normal. I'd say most people feel that way. But think of this explainer as your secret weapon, your game plan. We're going to get you geared up with all the tools and, more importantly, the confidence to not just get started, but to cross that finish line feeling amazing.
All right, let's get into it. First things first, the prep work. With any big challenge, preparation is just everything. Your success story doesn't start when you open that day one box. Nope, it starts right now with getting your head in the game.
So, first off, you gotta feel good about the science behind this. This is not some random diet where you just eat less. It's a super smart, clinically tested program. It's designed to give your body exactly what it needs to kickstart cellular cleanup and renewal, all while being totally safe. So, remember, you're not starving yourself. You're giving your body a chance to rest and reset.
And here's the thing. Look how simple these steps are. But don't let that fool you. They are incredibly powerful. I mean, slowly cutting back on coffee, that's going to save you from that killer day one headache. Having a few good books or movies ready, that makes the time just fly by. And clearing out the junk food, you're basically removing the temptation before it even becomes a temptation. It's all about making it easy for you to succeed.
Okay, so we're prepped. Let's talk about the first part of the climb. Days 1, 2, and 3, yeah, they can feel like the steepest part of the mountain. But here's the good news. The challenges you're going to face, they're totally predictable. And if something's predictable, well, that means we can get ready for it. I love this way of thinking about hunger. It's so true. When that hunger pang hits, it feels huge, like this giant wave. But don't try to fight it head on. Just ride it out. Acknowledge it's there, grab some water or a warm cup of tea, and then do something else for just 10 or 15 minutes. You'll be amazed. That wave just recedes, and you're still standing.
Okay, this next point is so important. It's a huge mindset shift. If you feel a little tired or maybe a bit foggy in those first couple of days, that is not a sign you're failing. Actually, it's the exact opposite. It's a sign that it is working. That's your body making the big switch from using sugar for fuel to using fat. It's a transition, and trust me, it's temporary.
And the best part is, you are not powerless here. You've got tools. Seriously, water is your absolute best friend. Staying hydrated can knock out like half the potential issues right there. Another pro tip? Spread out your food. Eat smaller bits more often to keep your energy stable. And, the most important thing? Listen to your body. If you feel tired, go to bed early. Rest isn't lazy right now. It's literally part of the repair process.
All right, so we've got the physical stuff covered. But what happens when real life crashes the party? Your usual gym schedule, dinner plans with friends. How do you stick with it then? Let's get into the strategy.
This chart just lays it out perfectly. The key rule for exercise this week is to switch your brain from performance mode to repair mode. A nice, gentle walk? Perfect. Some light stretching? Great. But those intense gym sessions or long runs? Save them for next week. Pushing your body too hard right now will just backfire and make you feel crummy.
Okay, the social situation. This can be the trickiest part for sure, but it's totally manageable. You could sip your broth while everyone else eats. You're still there, you're still part of it. Or maybe you simplify the meals you're cooking for your family this week. But you know what's even better? Suggest a non-food hangout. Hey, instead of dinner, let's go for a walk and catch up. It's all about remembering you can connect with people without food having to be the main event.
Okay, we've made it to what I think is the most important section of this whole thing. This is the why. Because understanding why it is so critical to finish all 5 days, that's the fuel that's going to get you through anything. So here's the question, right? You get to day 3, you're already feeling a little lighter, a little better, and you think, hey, maybe this is good enough. Why not just stop? It's a tempting thought. But honestly, stopping on day 3 is like walking out of an incredible movie right before the big finale. You miss the whole point.
Let's stick with that climbing metaphor. Day 3, that's you reaching base camp. And that's awesome. It's a huge achievement. But the summit, the view from the top, the real magic, that's day 5. Those first 3 days are just your body preparing the stage. The main event, all the deep biological stuff, that all peaks on days 4 and 5.
And here it is, the big payoff. Those deepest, most powerful benefits are only unlocked in those final 2 days. We're talking about things like autophagy, which is just a fancy word for your body's deep spring cleaning mode, getting rid of old junky cells. And then your stem cell production kicks into high gear to create new, healthy cells. This is the whole reason to do the FMD. And you got to get to day 5 to really earn it.
And this isn't just some invisible stuff happening inside you. The results are real, and you can measure them. I mean, 1.6 inches. That's the average waist circumference lost after 3 cycles in a clinical study. We're talking about a significant drop in belly fat, which is so important for your overall metabolic health. And that's the kind of result you get when you see it all the way through.
All right, you made it. You crossed the finish line. High five. Now, let's make sure all that incredible work you just did actually sticks around, because how you transition out of the fast is almost as important as the fast itself.
So, day 6. This is your transition day. I like to think of your digestive system as having been on a nice, peaceful vacation for 5 days. You don't want to wake it up by throwing a giant steak at it. You got to be gentle. Start slow, with light stuff like soups, steamed veggies, maybe a little fruit. Going slow is key.
So how do you keep these amazing benefits for the long haul? You use the momentum. The FMD isn't a magic wand, right? It's a powerful kickstart for your system. A lot of people find that after 5 days, those crazy cravings for sugar and junk food are just gone. Use that. It's the perfect opportunity to build new, healthier habits that are way more likely to stick.
You know, when you finish this, it's about so much more than the health benefits. It's a huge mental win. It's proof to yourself that you can do hard things, that you can set a tough goal and see it through. So as we wrap this up, I'll leave you with a question to think about. You just proved you can reset your body. So, what are you going to reset next?